definitely. It's I kind of get because like, I think any artist can like look back at like their old like songs that they've written and be kind of embarrassed by them, but then I get that as well as being embarrassed by how bad I think my production used to be. So yeah, I think that's kind of why sometimes I like to revisit old songs if I feel like I still like the song, but the production wasn't great, or like I can hear things that I would have changed now, and so I'll like redo a song with like my new production style. But it's also kind of, it's hard to kind of notice that I've improved unless I look back at old stuff like that and kind of remind myself that I have improved and gotten better. It's a good kind of like time capsule of my abilities then versus now. So. A lot of my songs I've had to transpose down, which is fine. Sometimes it can make certain parts of the track sound a bit weird, like backing vocals will sound like especially in Bugs now, because Boys Will Be Bugs, since I recorded that when my voice was a lot higher, and I've had to move it down to like fit what my voice is now. A lot of the backing vocals sound like really like slowed down and weird, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, every now and again I have to move things down a little more as well. I feel like my voice is still kind of shifting, which is yeah, it just is what it is. Probably one of my walls in my house. I very slowly have been like decorating my house in Cambridge. I estimated how much time you have to like focus on painting a wall in order for it to be finished. So I have a lot of walls that are like half painted. I've just like found a color that I like, and I'll start and be like, oh yeah, that's a great color, and then like, oh, I'm tired, I'll come back to that tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes, obviously. So I've been painting some walls. I've been trying to do some like fun combinations of colors, like in the same room, like one wall one color, one wall another color, and that's fun. But the last like thing piece of art that I did, I don't know. On the bus I got some crayons, and I've been doing some crayon drawings on the bus. But I did get a big canvas. I want to like get all of my crew together and paint something together that I can keep in my house as like a memory of this tour. So I have some paints ready for that. We haven't got around to it, but hopefully we can do that soon. I just realized that I like it a lot better there. I've spent most of my life there. I think I moved to London just because it was my first time moving away from my parents, and I just wanted to try like living alone, living with friends. And then whenever I would visit Cambridge again, I'd feel like I was coming home, and so that kind of like solidified it in my mind that I wanted to kind of end up staying there, or having a place there for a lot longer. Yeah, it just kind of, it felt like home, and so I wanted to keep it as a home, I guess. Yeah, we actually met at a festival that we were both playing in like 2019 maybe. She was on the same stage that I was playing like just right before me, and I was a fan of her music, but I didn't know what she looked like yet. So when she started playing, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this song, and I was too nervous to like talk to her, but she came up to me and like she was a fan of my music too, so that was really cool. And we hung out there for a little bit, and we were like, yeah, someday we should hang out and make a song. And I ended up living in London for a bit over the pandemic, which is where she lives, and yeah, we didn't get around to hanging out for a long time until people started like seeing each other again, and then we finally got together at my place in London, and I think I'd started writing Fall in Love with a Girl, and I was like, this feels very Beabadoobee inspired vibe-wise. I wonder if she would be down to do a verse on it, and she was interested, and that's kind of, yeah, she came around and we did it, and it was really nice. She's really cool. I find it hard to work with people like non-organically like that. Like when you're writing a song, you have to like sometimes be really vulnerable with people, and so there's kind of a barrier there for me, at least, if I'm trying to write with someone I don't know, or that I don't really vibe with on like a friendly level. So I feel like writing sessions are a lot more successful when I write with like a friend that I already know, and that like we already feel comfortable enough to kind of share things like that. So I definitely prefer like working with friends like that. Yeah, it's something that I've been putting together with my team for a little while. We've always been really trying to work with charities a lot, and whether that's like making donations or working with them to like fundraise or whatever. So the Sein project is kind of an entity in itself for all of those endeavors, and it kind of gives us a better chance to work more closely with charities, specifically LGBTQ plus charities, and I've been focusing a lot on trans charities because of that's the community that I'm a part of, and it's just exciting for me to have the platform and the ability to actually like make a difference, and it's a no-brainer for me. If I have that, if I'm able to do that, then why not? And I've just been excited, especially for a long time, to really kind of personally help individuals using the funds from this charity, from this this project. It's hoping to become a foundation eventually, but right now it's just a beginning project. And I've been excited to just kind of, come across individuals in the LGBTQ plus community who need help raising money for surgery, or if they're in like a difficult home situation, or they are struggling to find resources for like medical resources or mental health resources, or anything really, just any way of just making individuals' life easier. It's just exciting to me. I'm excited to just be able to like, hey, I got you, I'll pay for your top surgery. Hey, I got you, I'll help you move out of this terrible home situation or whatever. It's exciting to me to be able to just do that, to do one thing like that, and turn someone's life around is like a real privilege to be able to do. So yeah, the This Is Home project is basically just kind of an extension of what we've already been trying to work on, and like, yeah, it's more its own entity as a project, and something that we're going to be working to grow moving forward too. Yeah. There's a song that I haven't played for a long time that I always really liked the progression of, called Pigeon. Let me see if I can remember it. It is kind of similar chords to Hug With Your Friends, actually. So Pigeon is like... I generally really like chord progressions that like start on like not the root of the chord, because it kind of feels like it's never ending, and it's like I like unresolved sounding chords and sequences. So yeah, that would be one that I like.